Good morning, I'm Sharaad Kuttan and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. It's the 4th of February and we begin the month with the hottest news in town, which is of course the Kajang by-elections. That's if you're interested in politics. And Sina Harian's front page says it all, Janji Sengit, which means the competition is going to be tough. There you have the Deputy President of UMNO and Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia saying they're not going to give Pakatan and PKR in particular, or Anwar Ibrahim, an easy run of it. So that's him saying that again. As you know, there's a lot of controversy about the decision to actually vacate the seat and to take it over, and whether Anwar is going to become Menteri Besar or not. That is now all moot. The question is what the voters feel about these arguments. Are they going to side with the Barisan Nasional, Pakatan Rakyat, and whoever else chooses to enter this competition? The Star has a story that's covered in many other newspapers, and that's of course the story of a restaurant owner who raped a 12-year-old and then married her. He was allowed to marry her. He subsequently came under heavy media coverage, and those decisions were reversed. He now finds himself facing a 12-year sentence in jail and 2 strokes of the rotan. So this is a story about the child bride, as it were, who wants to carry on with her life. She wants to become a doctor. That's very sweet. This is a strange picture though, and you'll see that very different picture choices in many of the newspapers. Now, a much more interesting story, in my opinion, is this, which is a call by the MACC panel, because it's the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, asking why the 2 individuals associated with a former cabinet minister that were going to be charged last week or 2 weeks ago have not been charged, and they're asking that the delay is cause for much speculation, and the kind of speculation that erodes public trust in the very institutions that are empowered to fight corruption. So they're saying don't delay. They're asking the Attorney General's chambers for an answer, and they want that answer public. That's on several newspapers. It's on page 2 of the Star. It's also on page 8 of the NST. It's on page 2 of the Sun and page 5 of Berita Harian. So that story gets replicated. Interesting story about our footballers. Again, another corruption case. Our footballers involved in fixing matches. Not very good if you are a fan of the game, because you like to go to a game and believe that it's all about skill or luck or both. And in this case, these kids are making mockery of the game, the sport. Speaking of kids, is this story about our young people and the creches they live in. Apparently, some 90% of over 3,000 registered daycare centers do not follow ministry guidelines. Now that's worrying. A bit of an anomaly in the press. The Sun carries a story, 10 million ringgit heist. In other newspapers, it's carried as 1 million. Banama apparently doesn't have a number on the amount that was stolen. What is the truth? We don't know. Speaking of truth, the New Straits Times has a story on E. coli in the water. It, of course, has a very cheeky little thing there. It's a caption that says, Sungai Batu Feringhi's sordid condition has set alarm bells ringing among the people, but the same cannot be said of the state authorities. So, there's nothing else to throw at Lim Guan Eng's administration in Penang. They can throw some muddy water at it. Malay Mail has pretty much the same story, except this a little bit about Brunei and its Sharia laws. Perhaps for people concerned about where Malaysia is going, that's a story to look at. Metro, of course, always lots of domestic news here. Interestingly enough, they have a recap on stories of young people who have decided to join foreign wars. So there you have kids getting into the jihad circuit there. You can see that it's a recap of several instances where young Malaysians were lured by the prospects of martyrdom, or at least cheap travel to exotic locations like Afghanistan, and then find themselves in jail. Finally, a look at advertising in the Malaysian papers. This is Harian Metro's wraparound now. Sejuk berkering tapi panas, obviously in Malay, is a very, very lightly veiled reference to fellatio. And to prove my point, a young woman in a veil trying to fillet in Aiskrim goreng, which is a fried ice cream. So raising the bar, advertising in Malaysia, I don't know what else there is to say. And the word of the day is ice cream. Ice cream. Stop laughing! Ice cream. Make of it what you will. Ice cream. I'm Sharaad Kuttan, and that's all I have for you for BFM's morning headlines this 4th of February. BFM 89.9.